Welcome to Workplace Safety and Emergency Readiness, part of the Guanatos Tacos University Core Program. Restaurants are fast-moving environments. Every day, our teams work around hot surfaces, sharp objects, cooking equipment, wet floors, cleaning chemicals, electrical equipment, heavy items, and other potential hazards. Most of these things are a normal part of restaurant operations. But when they are handled incorrectly, ignored, or combined with rushing and poor communication, they can cause injuries. That is why our first safety principle is simple. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Safety does not belong only to the manager. It does not belong only to the person working in the kitchen. And it does not become important only after someone gets hurt. Everyone working at Guanatos contributes to creating a safer workplace. That responsibility begins with awareness. Pay attention to your surroundings, a spill on the floor, an object blocking a walkway, damaged equipment, an unsafe electrical connection, something stored improperly, a hot surface, a sharp object left where someone could accidentally reach it. These may seem like small things, but many workplace injuries begin with a hazard that someone noticed and assumed somebody else would handle. If you recognize a potential hazard, don't simply walk past it. Take appropriate action within your training and authority. Sometimes that may mean correcting a simple hazard safely. The correct action is to keep people away from the hazard and immediately notify a manager or the appropriate person. If you do not know how to safely correct something, do not guess. Report it and ask for assistance. Safety also means following your training and established procedures. Never use equipment you have not been trained or authorized to operate. Never bypass a safety feature because it makes a task faster. Never use a chemical without understanding how it is supposed to be handled. And never take an unsafe shortcut simply because the restaurant is busy. During a rush, we want to move efficiently. But efficiency and rushing are not the same thing. An injury can affect an employee, the rest of the team, our guests, and the entire operation. Speed never justifies an unsafe action. Communication is another important part of workplace safety. If you see something unsafe, say something. If equipment is damaged, report it. If you are injured, notify the appropriate leader. Witness an incident. Communicate what happened. If you don't understand how to safely perform a task, ask before attempting it. And if you report a serious hazard and it remains unresolved, continue escalating the concern through the appropriate Guanatos channels. Reporting a safety concern is not creating a problem. It is helping prevent one. You also have a responsibility to take safety concerns from other people seriously. Never make fun of someone for raising a concern. Never pressure someone to perform a task they have not been properly trained to perform. And never encourage someone to ignore a safety procedure just to finish something faster. Safety requires teamwork. Managers and leaders have additional responsibilities for maintaining a safe workplace, responding to reported hazards, providing training, and reinforcing safety expectations. But having a manager present does not remove your individual responsibility. Every person must participate. Throughout this course, we'll learn how to recognize and respond to common workplace hazards. We'll cover slips, trips and falls, cuts and burns, equipment and chemical awareness, emergency response and evacuation, workplace injuries and incident reporting, and what to do when you recognize a safety concern that needs immediate attention. The purpose of this course is not to make you afraid of your workplace. It is to help you recognize hazards and make safer decisions. Remember, pay attention. Follow your training. Don't take unsafe shortcuts. Report hazards and incidents. Ask when you're unsure. Never assume safety is someone else's responsibility. A safer Guanatos begins with every person who works here, and that includes you. Next, you'll complete a short assessment on the principles covered in this lesson before continuing to recognizing and reporting workplace hazards.